What is going down, everyone? It's Insomulus here again, back with another gameplay, and this time I've got yet another gameplay from one of my live stream sessions. And I know lately all of my gameplays have been during stream sessions, but I have been doing it quite a lot, and I will be uploading one of those streams every week or so to my channel, just for those of you guys that miss them, probably about 2 to 4 hours long. So that's that. And this is actually a full gameplay that I'm going to be uploading. I don't really upload full gameplays that often, but this commentary is going to be rather long. I do have a pretty long topic to talk about. So basically the gameplay is a double m.o.a.b gameplay. It's a triple m.o.a.b fail. I actually die one off the third m.o.a.b. Playing with the party, just my friends that I normally play with. And the reason I die one off the third m.o.a.b is because of session joining stream watchers. And I get the first 2 mobs within the first 100 points of the game. The third streak I went on, and final streak, was a 22 gun streak with 3 assists, 1 kill off or 1 assist, and I would have had it. But unfortunately, this guy that I killed right there, EG Diffuse, another guy called Vistachio or something, another guy called the m.o.a.b with an A on the end, all was session joined and just generally annoying me this entire stream, which is pretty sad. There's not really much I can do about them. They can join no matter what I do. Even if everyone in the game is appearing offline, they can still join session. So there's not what we can do about that. It's just these people don't really have much to do with the time, obviously. Don't have anything productive to do, so they'll just troll on a video game. But that's enough about the commentary. I do have a really long topic to talk about this gameplay, and that's basically, I've been getting asked a lot, you know, what's my favourite COD, how did I get started on COD, and how did I become good at COD. So basically variations of those questions, and I'm going to answer those right now, starting off. And right at the beginning, I actually started off in World at War, halfway through World at War, about 6 months in, just before, about 2 weeks before they patched the noob tube, so you couldn't get the cross-map noob tube kills on search and destroy game modes, and stuff like that. And basically how I got into COD was, basically before Call of Duty, I didn't have Xbox Live memberships. I did have all the consoles, however. I had the PlayStation 3, all of the consoles back from, you know, like the Dreamcast, all the way up to the Xbox and PlayStation 3. I had them all. It's just I stuck to single player games, and the multiplayer games that I did play were on PC. I played like RuneScape and World of Warcraft for a really big portion of time. I played RuneScape for about 6, 7, 8 years maybe, and World of Warcraft for about 4 years. On and off. I probably don't have as much playtime in those as I do Call of Duty, but I did play them for a pretty substantial amount of time. And that's what I played from when I was about 9 years old to maybe like 14, and then once I was 14, kind of picked up World at War and started playing that. And how I got into it was my friends come up to me one day at school, the friends that I've, you know, hang out with a lot most of the time, and they came up to me asking me if I had this game, had the Xbox, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have the game though. I went and bought it 2 days later, and that game was World at War. And basically we started playing that every day pretty much after school for about 2 to 3 hours every day. We just, us three, just a group of friends playing it, and basically we just played for fun. We used to play hardcore search and destroy. That was what I was told by them was the game mode, you know, all the best players played in, and I wanted to become a really good player because I like to do well at, you know, all the things I play, all the things I do. So that's kind of the mentality I had. I wanted to play the best thing to become the best. But unfortunately, obviously, you know, you guys probably already know that it doesn't really matter what game mode you play. There's good players in every game mode, every type. So basically, in World at War, for the entirety of World at War, I had like a 0.9 KD and a 2 win-loss ratio. So I wasn't the best player. I didn't even manage to pull positive throughout the first 6 months of my Call of Duty career, you could say. My teammates I played with was Zinc and Street Killer. You'll see Zinc's name maybe pop up on the screen right now. That's him. And he's one of my friends from school, and we would play all day, every day, as I said. And I think I racked up about 4 days playtime in World at War throughout the 6 months that I was playing that game. And those two players, Street Killer and Zinc, were better players than me at the time. You know, that's changed now, but they had about 2.5 KDs and also 2 win-loss ratios. I had a 0.9 and a 2. 0.9 KD and a 2 win-loss. Even though that doesn't really matter, we only played, you know, hardcore search. I used to run about with like flamethrowers and shotguns and stuff, and we basically just played for fun all the time. And that's why, in my opinion, for me anyway, World at War was the most fun Call of Duty to play. In terms of the best Call of Duty so far, I would say is Modern Warfare 3. I'll explain my reasons for that later on, but I'll just get back into the next COD. After World at War, I actually bought COD 4, and this was purely because Modern Warfare 2 was coming out in 2 weeks, and my friends had told me that Modern Warfare 2 is going to be just like COD 4. I wanted to become the best that I could at it, so I bought COD 4, even though most of you guys already know that You know, COD 4 was nothing like Modern Warfare 2. They're both completely different games. But anyways, I practiced on COD 4, started searching up YouTube videos on not how to get good, you know, just to kind of learn the maps before I actually played the game, if you know what I mean. And basically I started finding like Hutch videos, Hutch, the Grizz I think, and also Muzzer Fuzzer. Those were the first COD 4 videos I actually watched, and then I got in and started watching all the, like, especially Hutch's World at War series with all his bolt action rifles and stuff, so that's where I started in terms of watching YouTube videos. I don't really watch YouTube for gameplay videos anymore. I much prefer like a really good commentary. In terms of gameplay, you know, nothing really impresses me anymore. Like, there's only 1 or 2 guys I'll actually watch consistently for gameplays. Other than that, you know, I just watch myself. But like for YouTube videos, I'll either watch for, you know, other stuff like Freddy W, Epic Mealtime, stuff like that. I mean, in terms of Call of Duty videos, I'll only ever watch really for commentary. But anyways, so I started getting good at playing COD 4 to try and get used to what Modern Warfare 2 was going to be like. You know, it's not the same game. They're both completely different. But I basically started watching these YouTube videos and kind of got into sniping. I sniped throughout the 2 weeks that I played COD 4, racked up about a 2-day playtime, and I was fairly decent at it. I didn't really enjoy the game. I know you guys are going to be thinking, oh wow, it's the best game ever, the best COD game ever. But in my opinion, it was one of the worst for me. I just didn't like it. I didn't get to play it in its prime, although I did get to play it when it was still playable, and I just didn't enjoy it. I thought World at War was a much better game. You guys probably won't agree with me on that, but you know, that's that. And even Modern Warfare 2, I thought that was a better game. So 2 weeks on, Modern Warfare 2 came out. We basically on that game had switched from, you know, using regular guns to just purely sniping, and I sniped from 10th level 70 from level 1 to 10th 70. Had like a 1.8 KD I'd say, and a 5 win loss ratio for my first account on Modern Warfare 2. And that was all on Search and Destroy, Core Search and Destroy. We'd switched to at this point. And then I made another account, got that to 10th 70, had a 2.5 KD ratio and another 5 win loss ratio. All Search and Destroy yet again. And that's where I kind of mastered my sensitivity, mastered the gun skill, mastered the control, and pretty much, you know, got really good at the game. I started to beast it. Pretty much I would consider myself one of the best snipers at the time. I didn't, you know, play on YouTube. I had my PVR at the time. I've actually had my PVR for 3 years. I just didn't make videos beforehand because I didn't really think I could commentate or anything. So that's why I didn't do that. If I'd have started off like back in the day, especially if I'd have started off in Black Ops, I reckon I could have had, you know, a really, really massive viewer base right now, because on Black Ops, when I actually started playing it, you know, I was stomping 100 plus when I actually played Domination. Even though I did stick to Search and Destroy mostly on that game, I would like drop 25 kills plus all the time in Search on that. But we'll get to that in a sec. So as I was saying, Modern Warfare 2, at this point I'd become, you know, pretty much the same skill level as most of the people I actually played with. I still played with all my in real life friends, and the last 2 months of Modern Warfare 2, my Xbox got the red ring of death. I sent it back to get repaired, and kind of everyone thought that I'd quit. It was kind of, you know, the holidays where everyone was looking for a college to go to, so we wasn't really keeping in touch too much because we wasn't at school. And I wasn't coming on Xbox because I didn't have it, so they thought I'd quit. And basically we played as a group, so if one of us wasn't there, we generally wouldn't play. So we basically stopped playing altogether, and then when Black Ops came out, I was left playing by myself. So I played it for the first month. As you guys can imagine, I was a hardcore sniper, and you couldn't really snipe at the beginning of Black Ops with ease, so I didn't really like the game. And playing solo added to the fact that I didn't like it, and I ended up playing like free-for-all for the first month of the game. I think I was ranked 22 in the world for free-for-all, one above Sandy Ravage second account. I think he was on a Kimbo Slice at the time. And basically after that, I just got bored of playing solo, stopped playing it altogether. 5 months later, decided to come back with one of my friends from college. Sorry, he doesn't play anymore again. But I came back to COD with him on Black Ops, started playing again, Search and Destroy, and somehow I risen from like a 2 to 3 KD player to a 5. I don't know how. My main game mode was Search and Destroy. I had like a 5.5 KD. I did start playing more Express playlist towards the end of Black Ops, and that's what I enjoyed playing. And in my opinion, Modern Warfare 3 is the best Call of Duty to date. of course, with all the bullshit, you guys might disagree, but in terms of specialists, that's what brought it back for me, because Black Ops, I didn't enjoy the game. Most commentators consider it one of the best because it was really easy to get gameplays. I didn't enjoy it. I play the game for fun. I didn't enjoy Black Ops because I felt I was spending most of the game in killstreak wards instead of actually running about, whereas Modern Warfare 3, I can just constantly rush with specialists and never have to wait in killstreak wards to actually get a good gameplay. So that's pretty much it. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys answered you guys' questions. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave me a like and a comment. Thanks for watching. Sorry it was such a long video, but I'll see you in the next one, and bye.